It's finally happened. I've seen my favorite movie of the entire year.
A man makes a wish and now he has to traverse the nightmare known as the dating pool.
New horror Obsession shows that wishing may not give you everything in the way you intended.
A whopping 8 months ago, I experienced a film that blew me away.
And there is a point in this movie, it's like, dude, just call 911. We're just gonna be on.
A wide release, Obsession is out.
Be honest with me for a second. Have you ever wanted someone so badly that if you could just make them love you back, you would have done it? No questions asked. Yeah, most of us have been there at some point. That ache, that why doesn't she feel what I feel kind of pain. This movie takes that exact feeling and turns it into the most disturbing thing you'll watch all year.
If you've been here a while, you know this channel lives and breathes horror. We've covered the classics, the cult stuff, the ones nobody talks about. But every few years, one comes along that actually shifts something, makes the whole genre sit up straighter. Obsession is that movie for 2026. It's already the highest grossing horror film of the year, beating out Scream 7, beating expectations nobody had for it, and it did that on word of mouth alone. If your friend is telling you, let's just wait for it to stream, do not listen to them. This one was built for a dark room and a crowd of strangers.
Here's the thing most horror movies get wrong. They're completely plot-driven. It's all setup, mystery, monster, twist. You're just sitting there waiting for the next shock to drop. And when the credits roll, you feel nothing. You just move on. Obsession is character-driven. The story follows a guy named Bear, a music store employee who's been in love with his coworker Nikki for what feels like forever. Too nervous, too awkward, never makes a move. You know this guy. You might even be this guy. Then he finds this old toy, something called the One Wish Willow. And the legend is, if you break it while making a wish, that wish comes true. He wishes Nikki would love him more than anything in the world. Mistake. Because wanting someone to love you more than anything sounds romantic until you actually watch what that looks like in practice. The movie swings between extreme tension and genuine comedy. I know that sounds strange for horror, but it works. And somehow it makes the scary parts land even harder because you're never fully braced for them. But the real engine of this film, it's Nikki. I'm not spoiling what happens to her, but let me tell you what she represents. You've probably known someone like this. Maybe you've been this person. Someone who loves so hard, so completely, that they start disappearing inside another person. Their friends fade out, their own personality gets quieter, the relationship becomes the whole identity. And when that kind of love gets twisted, when it stops being a choice and starts being something forced, that's not romance anymore. That's horror. That's obsession. And the actress playing Nikki, Inde Navarrete, completely disappears into this role. The way she pulls you in during the first act with this totally normal, easy energy, and then the transformation she puts her body and face through as the film escalates, I haven't seen a performance like that in a horror movie in years. When was the last time anyone talked about acting in a horror film? That should tell you something.
The man behind this is Curry Barker. This is his feature directorial debut, his first movie. Made on a budget of $750,000, sold to Focus Features for a reported $15 million. And it has gone on to gross well over $100 million worldwide, blowing past every projection anyone had for it. And watching it, you would never guess the budget. The patience in his shots is unreal. Long, unbroken takes that just hold and hold until you physically can't sit still. The jump scares are rare, but when they land, the whole theater jumps together. There's a moment in the back half that made our entire row gasp at the exact same second.
One of those scenes where 300 strangers become one person for half a heartbeat. The way he uses shadow and light, one tiny source of light hitting someone's eyes in a dark room, like watching an animal in the night. And the sound design, you don't just hear it, you feel it in your chest. This is a guy who just made one of the best horror debuts in years. Watch this name.
Here's the bottom line. Obsession takes a feeling almost everyone has felt at some point. Wanting to be loved back. Wanting it so bad it hurts. And shows you exactly what that desire turns into when it stops respecting the other person's choice. It's gonna make you uncomfortable. It's gonna make you laugh when you shouldn't. And it's gonna make you walk out of the theater thinking about every relationship you've ever had a little differently. If you've already seen it, tell me in the comments which scene got you the worst. I wanna know. If you haven't, put the phone down, buy the ticket, go this weekend. I'll see you in the next one.